today for the case analysis of Farmsook ice cream. Our agendas today are as follows. We have the situational analysis, recommendations, implementation, financial justification, risk mitigation, and the conclusion. So, who exactly are we? We are a social enterprise for underprivileged children, which means the children will help make the ice cream mix and then we will sell it to the outlets. Part of the money goes to these children. In the short term, we will sustain efficient outlets that buys our ice cream and sells them to our consumers. We will eliminate inefficient outlets that have low in sales or outlets that does not match our target market or target consumers. And these will be done by our marketing strategies that will be discussed later on. Our long term, we want the Farmsook brand to be widely known, increase the number of outlets, and add more channels such as kiosks and franchises. So, what our goals are is that we want to increase sales, be able to help more children, and we want the enterprise to stand on its own. So, what are our advantages? Okay, the first part is the charity part. We are a charity part. The profits part of the profits will go to the underprivileged children. We want to create transparency. That is, like, we want consumers to know that how much of the money they are paying are going to these children, and we want the children to be part of this enterprise. The second part of the advantages is the product itself, which is the ice cream. The ice cream is healthy, low in sugar, it's premium and homemade. It's reasonably priced at around 40 baht per cup, and relatively low investment is required to set up the operations and to produce ice creams. Okay, the goals. So we separated the goals into what we see as the future and where we are now, and our strategies to achieve those goals in the future. So where we are now, which is the present, we're small scale, we have a limited number of distribution channels, and right now we can't really help the underprivileged children as yet because our operations are not that big and profits are not that high. So what are our strategies? We want to increase the distribution channels, more awareness of the brand, and we want to maintain the good existing channels that we have. So in the future, we'll be widely known. So our brand will be a stronger brand in 3 to 5 years. We can help children in mass, and we want the enterprise to be sustainable. So this is important, which is our sales channels. Our sales channels is our channels where we get our revenue. Currently, we have 3 channels, which is the outlets, the special orders, and the special events. So let's see what our issues are for the outlet channel. Okay, these outlets are mainly restaurants, bakeries, and other ice cream parlors, which buys our ice creams and sells them to consumers. The issues are that we have limited amount of outlets, currently 9. Lack of awareness, and we have lower margin than the outlet substitutes, and we're right now the strategy is not on consignment. Okay, what this means is that these outlets they will produce desserts and bakeries and other goods that if they sell to the customers, they will have a significantly more higher margin than if they sell Farmsook's ice cream. Right now, they are not on consignment, which means these outlets, if they're not able to sell Farmsook's ice cream, they will have to bear all the costs and bear all the risk. That is why we have not as many outlets willing to buy Farmsook ice cream and sell them to customers. Okay, special orders. What are our issues and problems? Lack of awareness is a main one. That is, the public is not widely known that we have a special order or delivery system for our ice creams, and our target group are not as wide and as specific as we wanted. We want to change our target group and be more specific and detailed in our target groups. The last issue is for the special event channel, which is lack of awareness. So how do we tackle the first issue from the outlet channel, that is lower margin? So what we do is we rescreen all the existing outlets. So we ask the question, does it suit the image of Farmsook? Do the customers in these outlets are necessarily our target group? And do the outlets sell other ice creams that may compete with Farmsook? Do they have desserts, or do they have bakeries that they want to sell more than if they want to sell our Farmsook ice cream? So these are all problems and screening procedures. We have to ensure and match them accordingly to our best interest. So new outlets, same thing. We have to do the screening qualification, see if it matches our goals, see if it matches our target customer base, and see if their products are directly substitutes for us, and it will cannibalize our products. Okay, recommendations. So before, the strategy was no consignment, which means the outlets bear all the risk, and any ice cream unsold, they will have to bear all the costs. So nobody wants to buy our ice cream and sell them to the customers. So a decrease in the number, or not a very big increase in the number of outlets as we wanted. So afterwards, we think the best strategy would be to go with a consignment option. It means that we bear the risk. So any unsold ice cream, Farmsook will have to buy back from these outlets. And if we bear the risk, we would think that the number of outlets that would want to buy our ice cream would go up. So this is our consignment strategy. First, we make a contract that this strategy will be a consignment with a specific outlet. So we will have to buy back unsold ice creams, but only under specific conditions. That is, it cannot be contaminated. So what we do with these unsold ice creams that are near to expiry date, we will give them as free samples to office workers, and the office workers will taste, will get to know our brand, and we will promote the special orders channel, meaning that the next time you want to eat ice cream, you can call us and we'll deliver it to your office for meetings, for any events you would like. Meaning that we want to increase the special order channel, which is the high profit channel. So other recommendations. So I've already explained the consignment strategies, how we screen, and more on this would come later in the next slide concerning the contract for consignment with the outlets. Okay, so we only buy back ice creams if they're in perfect condition, which means they're not contaminated from outlet owners that places their products and their desserts in our ice cream freezers, which means it spoils their ice cream. So this creates an incentive that they would not want to put anything in the freezer to harm our ice cream, because we won't buy them back then. For freezer damages, if it's because of the carelessness of their staff, of the outlet staff, then we are not responsible. But if it's technical or manufacturing problems with the freezer that comes from the production of the freezer, then Farmsook will be responsible. So even though we are in consignment, even though we bear the risk, but we have significantly reduced it. Okay, the next two is promotion and advertisement. Promotion means that we can go to these stores and outlets and offer promotions such as buy one, get the second one 50% off, and the freezers are placed in a visible way for customers to see. Advertisements such as vinyls, posters, and lightings will be set up near the freezers of our ice creams. Brochures will be set up on the tables explaining our story, the Farmsook story, and our different flavors of ice cream. So with these promotion and advertisement, we hope to we have to increase the volumes of our sales. Okay, moving on to the special orders channel. We know that the special orders produce about 50% of our total sales, and we want to expand this part. Um, Meaning, we want to gain more media attention as our social enterprise brand, so that more media attention, whether radio or TV, can make more consumers know about our brand, and hopefully they will order more ice creams from us. So our clear target group is the working people or the office workers, which means that we want them to, whenever they have special events such as meetings, seminars, job promotions in their office, activities, parties, any of these sorts, they would want snacks, and the snacks would be ice creams. And when they think of ice creams, they want to think of Farmsook as their first choice. That's what we aim to do, of delivering ice creams on special orders. Okay, so for special events, we want to go to charity events, which are relatively low cost for booths, such as the Red Cross. And we would try to go to some exhibitions, but it depends on how high the costs are of renting the booth. Okay, so in conclusion, we have recommended how to tackle each of the problems in the specific channels. Our target group, as I mentioned before, is office workers, particularly female, that wants or have a taste for desserts and ice creams. Middle to high income, because our ice cream is premium. Families, because our brand is also associated with children, and families may want to buy the ice cream as it directly links with their children. They may want to buy it for their children. And also for health concerned people, meaning because our ice cream is low sugar and is healthy, we want them to think of our ice cream as their first choice. Okay, the product. We have we want to know which are the flavors that are popular and which are unpopular, so we can maybe promote more of the popular flavors, or maybe get rid of the unpopular ones. We have seasonal flavors for Valentine's, for Christmas, for Songkran. The price, well, we sell to the outlets at 28 baht, and we will, and then the outlets will sell to consumers or retail sale at 40 baht per cup. For our promotion, we have seasonal promotions on special days such as Children's Day, Valentine's Day, Father's Day, Christmas days. We give them free samples. We get them buy one and get the second one 50% off. We want to use social media as a promotion to like and share to raise awareness, because these are relatively low cost and it's swift to do immediately. Okay, so our place. We currently have 9 outlets. We want to increase 1 outlet in the first year, and we want to increase 2 outlets each year onwards. Our distribution channels would be to BTS stations, charity fairs, canteens, exhibitions. So this would include adding more kiosks and maybe strategic outlets places. Okay, we want to use the volunteers in our enterprise, because as our enterprise is for charity to help underprivileged children, we believe that we can attract a lot of volunteers, Thai and foreigners, to help us with selling the ice creams at fairs and kiosks, to give out free samples of ice cream in offices and streets, to supervise the children mixing the ice cream. And we want, whenever they do these activities, to share their photos on Facebook and Instagram to create more brand awareness. So the kiosk will be placed in various areas, and it would look something like this. Okay, so for female office workers, we could place a kiosk near the BTS station, near the food centers, near the office buildings, or in malls. And we think that the food centers near offices are the best choice because of the low risk and low cost compared to the other two. For our target group of family, we want to distribute this kiosk in touristy places such as parks, beaches, Plern Wan, and other similar attractions. For health concerned people, we may go to events such as the Red Cross Society, Red Cross fairs, health fairs. These are just some of the pictures where we intend to go. Charity fairs are great because the booths are mainly low cost and people there are ready to spend money and help for a good cause. So our timeline. We want to use social media, advertising in the outlets in the store, and we want to give out free samples, and we want volunteers all year round to help us with all our activities. So these are just our timeline of what we intend to do, the number of outlets we plan to grow, the number of kiosks, the number of free samples we want to give out, how our sales growth will be, and how our marketing promotion level is for different years. This is our financial projection. So just similar to the previous slide, just crunching in some numbers. So you can see in 2014 our profit may be a bit low, but then it will grow quite quickly after 2015 and until 2016 and up until 2017. We will have an estimated profit of around 371K. So in conclusion, our short-term goals is to enhance sales. So we want to get rid of underperforming outlets, and we want to create more outlets, boost the number of outlets that meets our target customers, target market. We want to boost our awareness through promotions, whether in-store or social. Minor problems we have, including will be done by rescreening, by a very detailed and specific contract that will reduce our risk. And in the long term, we want to expand our channels through more kiosks, more outlets, and we will reach the target groups such as the offices, families, health concerns, and hopefully we can boost the special orders channel that have most of our sales, most of our profits also, and overall have a good time, because every time the consumers eat our ice cream, it helps the underprivileged child, as well as it gives you plenty to smile about. It means you're actually giving a bit of your profit to these child. They can use the profit to buy snacks. We can use the profit to buy school supplies for them, and it's a win-win situation for both. Thank you very much.